guys, my name is Chanel and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a book haul video. It's going to be my June and July book haul video, as I have got some books over the last couple of months, the last 2 months, well, last month and this month, and yeah, there's a big stack, 2 big stacks actually, and yeah, I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to say what they are about, as there is so many there. I'm just literally going to go and say what the book is called and who it's by, and that's about it. Yeah, and I'm gonna do it probably in gen order, like in gen sections probably. But yeah, let's get on with the haul. We're going to go through romance. We are the first book that I've got here. So the first book that I've got here is Take a Moment by Nina K. Yeah, as you can see, it is a disability rep romance, what I'm very interested in. I have seen this popping up a little bit here and there. I have. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's based in the UK, so it's based in Glasgow and Birmingham as well, so I'm very interested. And yeah, that's the first one. We've got here is Verity by Coraline Hoover. Yes, I've got another Coraline Hoover book. I'm so happy. This will make the 3rd Coraline Hoover book now that I've got physically. I can't, like, I really want to collect all of her books. I really do. Yeah. And this is her first like thriller romance book. Her first like thriller themed thriller main plot sort of book, what I am very interested in reading. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. Next one is Reflected in You by Sylvia Day. This is the 2nd book in the what series is it? Bared to You series, I think it is. Yeah, Bared to You series. This is the 2nd book in the series. This is the 3rd book in the Bared to You series. What is Entwined with You by Sylvia Day. Yeah, can't wait to get to it. I really cannot wait to get to this at all. I really can't. Next book that we've got here is Grown Ups by Marina Keys. Yeah, this is going to be my first book by Marina Keys. I haven't actually read any of her books before, but I've just been seeing them everywhere lately and I've just wanted to read them. So I found this one in the charity shop and picked it up, and look, it sprays edges as well, like so cool. I love the colour of it. Last book in romance that I've got here is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Yeah, I really want to read her books so badly. I've been seeing them everywhere. I've been seeing Steph loves her books. She keeps on talking about them and everything, and I really want to read these so badly. And yeah, I do want to read I think it's On Vacation or something. I know that she's got 2 other books as well, and I really want to read them. So yeah, hopefully I can get to this one and then get to our other ones as well. Next, we are going to go through graphic novel, manga, comics, that sort of stuff. I've been wanting this one for a while now. As it just seems so good. It does remind me, when I see the picture, when I see the cover of this book, it always reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul. But I know that it's not, but it is still horror sort of thing. But yeah, and that is Yuksamaki by Junji Taito. He basically writes horror graphic horror mangas, like it's really body horror and weird body horror stuff. And yeah, I've just been wanting this so long now, and I can't wait to get to this and read this. And I also want his other books as well, Tomo, Gaio, I think it is, or Geo, or whatever it is, and then Shivers as well. Yeah, I want all of them as well. So yeah, I can't. Okay. The next books. Okay. The first person that I saw read these was Spoopsy Hall. Yeah, so the first person that I saw reading this was Spoops, and my curiosity got the better of me, and I went out and bought these. Yeah, and that is Dick Fight Island by Rebond Ike. And I've also got the second one here as well. So this is the first one, and this is the second volume. There's only 2 volumes of this manga, and yeah, my curiosity got the better of me, and I just had to go out and buy these, and I just wanted to see what it's like. And I've flicked through, like I have actually flicked through it very quickly, and very sexual. Just say that, very, very sexual. Definitely 18 plus, I would say, for this. Definitely 18 plus. Definitely 18R rating for this, definitely. So yeah, so the next book that I've got here is Something is Killing the Children by James Taino. I'm not that sure. But yeah, this is volume 1, and this is a horror, a YA horror graphic novel. And yeah, I've just been wanting to read this for a while. It keeps on popping up whenever I go online, do online shopping. So yeah, I basically just wanted to read it, and I want to get more graphic novels and mangas and stuff, because I don't really have a big collection, so I definitely want more. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. And also, this was a gift. My brother bought this for me. There is some more books in here that my brother bought for me, so yeah, I'm very happy with him for buying me this. So yeah, so the last graphic novel that we've got here, or comic should I say, is Archie by Mark Waid. This I found in the charity shop. I was so surprised seeing this in the charity shop. I've been wanting this for the longest of times, like since Riverdale, because this is all basically about Riverdale. That is a Netflix series. It is. It started a couple of years ago now, and I love it. I love it so much. And then once I found out that it had comics for it, it was the Archie comics that it's all based from. I just had to get this and read it and see what it's like. And I saw it in the charity shop, and I just had to pick it up and buy it. Like, it's only £1. Like, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So yeah, can't wait to get to this. So my comics done, or graphic novels, whatever you want to call them. Next is going to be horror. So the first book in horror is Helcon by Rio Yours. Rio Yours? Is that it? Yeah. This. I believe I saw it on Gabby's channel. I will link everybody's channels down below that I've mentioned anyway. But yeah, I believe I saw it on there and she was talking about it, and it just seemed really, really good, and I just wanted to read it. So yeah, believe it or not, this is actually a second-hand book, but the condition of this book is like brand new. There's no spine crack, there's no frayed edges, there's no folded pages. It's like in brand new condition, so I'm very surprised about this. So yeah, very surprised. Can't wait to get to this one. This one seems really good and spooky, and yeah, I can't wait to read more horror books. I love horror books so much. It's a YA horror, and this is Marina and the Undead by Amy Macrow. Macrow or Macau, I don't know, but yeah, this is about Marina, and I believe there's vampires in this. That's what I believe. Yeah, I think there's yeah, vampires in this as well, and some haunted movie scene or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I've heard really good things about it, and I can't wait to read it. And I kind of like this side, like it's grey. It looks so good. It sounds so good, and it looks so good, and I can't wait to read this. So this might be a book that I'll be reading in October for Halloween. So yeah. Next book that I've got is a book that I need to read before me trying to read Doctor Sleep. And if you know what that is, then you know what book I'm going to say about. Because I didn't realise. Because this was when I was first getting into horror. Yeah. I bought Doctor Sleep and I thought, oh, Stephen King book. I love Stephen King. So let's just read this and see what it's like. But I didn't realise that Doctor Sleep had a book before it that I had to read. And obviously I knew about this book and this on the film that it was made into. I just didn't want to read it because it scared me. And that is The Shining by Stephen King. Yeah. This is the first book that I have to read before reading Doctor Sleep. This is why Doctor Sleep never made any sense to me. I've tried 5 times to try and read Doctor Sleep, and it just didn't make no sense at all. I kept on getting about halfway through, and I'm like, this does not make no sense at all. What is going on? Because it referenced back to some stuff in this, and I'm like, what's going on? But now I know. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read this. Definitely want to read this in Halloween. I really do want to read this in Halloween. So yeah, hopefully I will get to this. Little girls coming up the elevator. Yeah. Next ones that I've got here is classics. So yeah, I've got some more classics. I'm trying to get into my classics. I am. So yeah. And I really want to collect the Penguin cloth bound edition ones as well, because I love them so much. So here you go. The first one here is Alice Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. Yeah. I've been wanting this for a while now, actually, to be honest. And yeah, I love Alice in Wonderland. I must admit that is one of my favourite Disney movies. Like, I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. And I love the cover. I just love the cloth bound editions. Like, I just love them so much. They've got such pretty designs and everything. I'm a bit disappointed about this one because it's the pink is all coming off. Like, yeah, all the paint's coming off, and I'm very disappointed about it. But there you go. That I've got here is a book that I've been wanting to read. I've watched the movie and the movie scared me, but yeah. And that is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched the film of this when I was little. Maybe not the best thing because now it scares me. So yeah, but I really want to read this because it seems good, and now that I know that there is gayness in this, like there is queer stuff in it and that, and I can't wait to read it, and it's spooky as well, and I just want to read more spooky books. I just want to read more horror books and spooky books, and yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to get for this one, for this last book here in the, that I've got for classics. I'm still going to get the cloth bound edition for this book. I am, but I just love this edition of this book as well. So yeah, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Yeah, I just love this cover of Frankenstein. I absolutely loved it. I love this. I just love the design of it, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm definitely still, like I said, I'm definitely still going to get the cloth bound edition. But yeah, I just love this as well. I really do love this as well. So yeah, can't wait to read this. Next is contemporary. I've only got 2 books for contemporary, and that is, the first book is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is a POC author and also POC characters. What I want to read more books of, and yeah, this just seems so good. It's so good. It's about a 16-year-old star lives. 16-year-old star lives in 2 worlds: the poor neighborhood where she was born and raised, and her posh high school in the suburbs. The uneasy balance between them is shattered when Star is the only witness to the fatal shooting of her underarm best friend Carl by a police officer. Now what Star says could destroy her community, it could also get her killed. Like, it just sounds so good, and I can't wait to read it. I really, really cannot wait to read this. But that I've got here is The History Is All You Left Me by Adam Sylvia. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about this. Yeah, I haven't actually heard much about this. I haven't. It seems like it's gay. By what it says on the back here, it seems like it's gay. So I'm interested in that part of it. Yeah, I haven't heard much about this at all. I know that this person did write. They both died at the end. What I haven't actually read yet, I have got it. I haven't read it yet. So yeah. This is the one. What we've got here is middle grade. Yeah, I am slowly getting back to my middle grade and growing my collection. This one, the first book that we've got in middle grade, I haven't actually heard about or anything, but when I was reading it in the shop, like the blurb, it sounded really good and interesting, and I just wanted to pick it up to like continue reading it and going on this adventure. Like, it just seems so good. And that is The Great Dream Robbery by Greg James and Chris Smith. I haven't heard anything about these authors or anything. I haven't heard about this book at all, but it just seems really good and interesting. And to be honest, the cat drew me in as well. Like, it just reminded me of, like, the van on the front just reminded me of Scooby-Doo, to be honest, and the Mystery Gang, and it just brought me back to my childhood, to be honest, and that's why I picked it up. It was sort of a cover buy, sort of not. Yeah, that just reminds me of Scooby-Doo. And yeah, I can't wait to read it, to see what it's about. So yeah, next book that I've got here is a book that I've been wanting for a while to actually read. I've watched the film a couple of times now. I actually like the film. So yeah, I can't wait to read this, and it's only a short book as well. So yeah, and that is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. Yeah. I know there's loads of different editions of this, but this is the edition that I like the most. Like, cover wise, this is the edition that I like the most, and I can't wait to read it. Like, look at the writing's huge, it's short. I can't wait. This will be a nice, quick, easy read to do. And yeah, and it is sort of spooky a little bit. If you're like a kid, this would be a bit scary, spooky for you. So I can read this in Halloween if I wanted to. What I might do, but I'm not that sure yet. I might do it, I might not, I'm not sure. We will see when we get there. But yeah, what I've got here is a first book in a series, and that is Cockheart by Peter Bonzel. I have seen this book popping around and floating about and stuff. It does sound interesting. It gives me cyberpunk vibes, and also vintage gothic vibes as well, and that's what I sort of like the old Victorian vibe as well, and also steampunk vibes as well. And yeah, I just love all that steampunk sort of stuff, and yeah, I can't wait to read this. I really can't. I can't wait. I just can't wait to go onto this adventure and read this book. I really can't. Like, every book is a adventure. Like, you go on so many adventures throughout books. Okay, I've got 3 books here, and they are all part of the same series. And yeah, they are the next 3 books that I have to read in the series, and that is the series is called the Polar Bear Explorers Club series. So we've got here Explorers on Black Ice Bridge by Alex Bell. This is the 3rd book. Then we've got the 4th book, what is the Ocean Squid Explorer Club by Alex Bell. This is the 4th book. And also Explorers at Pirate Island by Alex Bell as well. This is the 5th book. Yeah, so Alex Bell has only written 5 books at the moment. I know there is a 6th book coming out later this year. I believe it's coming out later in November. I'm not that sure. I'll put on screen if I can find when it's coming out, but I'm sure it's later on this year in November. So yeah, can't wait to read this, and I love this series. I absolutely love it. It's just so great. I love Stella, and also Felix as well. I love Stella and her dad Felix. They are just so great, and yeah, I love them so much. I love this series. So yeah, can't wait to read that series. In middle grade is The Danger Gang by Tom Fletcher. Yes. I can't wait to read this. I just love Tom Fletcher so much, and basically the Fletchers themselves, like that means Carrie Fletcher and also Tom's Fletcher's wife as well, G. I absolutely love them so much, and I love their books and their writing. I love them all, so I will always collect their books so much. I will collect all of them. So yeah, can't wait to get to this. It's yeah, can't wait. Books that we've got here is historical fiction. So we have got here The Songs of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I've been wanting to read this for a while now, and yeah, I really have. I know that this is really sad and it destroys people, and people cry all the time when they read this. So I want to see if I end up crying or not. And also, I can't wait to read about this whole story as well. So yeah. I can't wait. The book that I've got here is The Tattooist of Azuki Akashuix, by Heather Morris, if that's right. I probably got that title wrong anyway. But yeah, I know that this is based on some true events as well. I very much know that this is based on the true events. So I can't wait to read this, and it just seemed so interesting. I tattooed a number on her arm. She tattooed her name on my heart. Like, I just can't wait to read it. It sounds interesting. And yeah, I know that this is based on true events, but I don't really do history that much, basically. But no, this sounds really good, and I can't wait to get to it. I really can't. So, and then the biggest section out of this video, out of this haul, is thriller. I have got a lot of thriller here, so let's go through these. So the first book that I've got here is The Shock by Mark Ribby. I got this in a subscription box. Yeah, haven't heard nothing about this book. Don't know nothing about it at all. As I did get this through a subscription box. I've got this in a box of story sections, and I've got most of my books here. 8 of the books, no, 9 of the books here are from a box of stories. So yeah, so this is the first one. I haven't heard nothing about it, but it does seems kind of interesting and good, so I can't wait to read this one. This is another one that was in the box of stories. The Finishing Season by Jonah Skafhausen, I believe. Oh, I'm not that sure. But yeah, again, haven't heard much about this. When I was very surprised, because literally the day before I got the box with this in, I was actually going to buy this. I was actually going to buy this. But I decided not to, so instead I just added it onto my wish list instead. And then the next day I got my box of stories, and this was in it. So that was meant to be for me to have this. The Last Thing to Burn by Will Dean. This is only a very short book as well, a short thriller, and yeah, I think it was Gabby again that was talking about this book, and it just seemed very interesting while she was like going through her review of the book, and yeah, it just seemed very interesting, and I just wanted to read it. And it's short, and I wanted more short books. I want more little shorter books under 300 pages, because I don't really have that many. So yeah, yeah, this does sound really interesting, to be honest, really interesting. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. This is another book in a books of stories that I've got, so I haven't had not much. I haven't had nothing about this. And this is The Last Act by Brad Parks. When I actually read the back of the book, the blurb, it does sound really, really interesting, and I can't wait to get to this one. I really can't. Exactly. Is this going to be this actor's last act, or is he gonna manage to pull off this act? We will see once I get to this and read it. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait to read this one. As you can see, my books are piling up here behind me. I'm surrounded by books here. The next one that I've got here is Your House Will Pay by Steph Cha. Yeah, I mean, I had nothing about this again. This was in a box of stories. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't heard nothing about this one at all. This one's got French doors on it. This is a Asian Korean author. So yeah, I haven't heard much about this at all, or anything about it at all, to be honest. So yeah, haven't even heard of the authors before, so there you go. So I will give this a go and see if I like it. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's about, yeah, I think something happens, like, I think this is about two sisters, and I think her older sister or something, anyway, her sister goes and gets engaged, and then she ends up dying before her wedding, or on her wedding day she ends up dying, and something like that, I believe. I'm not that sure, I can't remember, but yeah, that's that. Next book that I've got here is A Time to Lie by Simon Barthon. This is another book in a box of stories that I got in. This book is huge. Like, this is the hugest paperback book I've ever seen. Like, it's the size of my freaking head. Yeah. It does sound interesting. I don't know if I would pick it up if I saw it. But yeah, that's the thing about books and stories that I love. Like, it gets you to read books that you would not normally pick up, and yeah, that's what I love about it. I just love a box of stories, so I really do. But yeah, this does sound interesting, and I can't wait to read it. I just like, look at it. It's like huge. So yeah, that's this one. Oh god, they're gonna fall. Next book that I've got here is a new book by this author that's just recently got released. And yeah, I am definitely going to be collecting this author's books. I am, and that is One Last Secret by Adele Parks. I just recently read Just My Luck by her, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much. Her writing style, the way, the twist and the turns in that story, and the plot. I just absolutely loved it so much that I want now to read more of her books. I do. So once I saw that I came across this in the shop whilst I was doing my shopping, and I just had to pick it up. I had to pick it up and give it a go, and yeah, this one sounds interesting as well. So look, it even says in the back, Just My Luck. That's the one I just read. I do want to read this one as well, both of you, and also her other books as well. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. I really, really can't. I want to dive into this one and read it straight away after this video, but I can't because I'm already reading like like 5 books already at the same time, so I can't read no more books. But yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. This is the one that I'm most interested in and I want to read as soon as possible. So yeah. My god, it's gonna fall. It's tipping. Can I get through these before it falls? The next book that I've got here is a book that I got in another book of another box of storybox, and that is the last thing I remember by Deborah B. Never heard of this one, never heard anything about it at all, and it's very short, so it'd be a nice quick easy book to read. But yeah, this does sound kind of interesting. Sarah is in a coma. Her memory is gone. She doesn't know how she got there, and she doesn't know how she might get out. But then she discovers that her injury wasn't an accident, and that the assailant hasn't been caught. Unable to speak, see, or move, Sarah must use every clue that she overhears to piece together her own past and work out who it is that keeps coming into her room. Like, I can't wait to read this. It sounds really interesting, and yeah, I can't wait. Really can't wait. It is The Woods by Vanessa Savage. Yeah, I have heard some stuff about this, and this does sound really interesting as well. I believe this is about sisters, and I think one of them ends up dead again. That's what I believe. Yeah, I believe this is about sisters, and they go into the woods and stuff. So yeah. But this does sound really interesting, and I can't wait to read it. So yeah, it's another book that I got in the box of stories, and that is City Without Stars by Tim Baker. Yeah, again, I haven't heard much about this, and I wouldn't really pick this up because it the cover kind of gives me sci-fi vibes, and I don't really like sci-fi at all. So yeah, but it is actually a thriller book, so I'm very confused about the cover and everything, but there you go. Yeah, I can't wait to get to this one and give it a go. I will give this one a go anyway. Nope, it's gonna fall. I've got a couple more books left. Okay, the next book that I've got here is The Hunting Party by Lucy Fowley. Yeah, I want to read this one first before I read the guest list. That's why I picked this one up. I know not everybody loved this book. I've heard really bad things about this book, but I will give it a try anyway, to see what I think of it. And yeah, I want to read this before reading the guest list and her other books as well. So yeah. The next book that I've got here is The Girl from Widow Hills by Maggie Marina. Yeah, again, I haven't heard much about this book. Don't know what this is about at all, as I got this in a box of stories again. And yeah, like I would pick this up. Like, it would be something that I would pick up, but I think I would mainly skip over it. Like, if I saw it in the shop, I might have just skipped over it and not pick it up. But then I would probably go back and have a look at it, probably. But yeah, she was rescued but never saved. Yeah. That's that one. Is One of the Girls by Lucy Clark. Yeah, this is a new book that's just recently come out. It's about a group of girls going on holiday, and one of them ends up dead, and obviously they have to figure out who it is. And yeah, I can't wait to read this one. I really can't. It sounds really, really interesting. A beautiful remote island, blood orange sunsets, towering clifftop views, and a building swells of lies between friends. But who would kill for it? Like, yeah, it does sound really, really interesting, and I can't wait. I can't wait to read this at all. I really can't wait to get to. The last book that I've got here that was in my box of stories was The Assistant by S.K. Trimayan. But yeah, when I first heard of this book, I thought it was an assistant, like a human being assistant that was the murderer, but it's not. It's about a device like Alexa, that sort of stuff, and she ends up killing. I don't know how a device ends up killing someone, but yeah. So that does sound interesting, and I do want to read it because of that, because my curiosity is like, how can a machine like Alexa kill someone? Like, seriously, how can that happen? Like, I really do want to know. So yeah, this looks like it's got multiple POVs as well. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. I really can't, and I just want to know how this happens as well. So yeah, can't wait to get to this one. But hi guys, editing me here, coming in very quickly. Yeah. What was editing? Well, earlier on, I went out shopping. I got 2 books bought for me, and then when I got home, I found 2 more books for me. So, as it is still July, as I'm editing this, these 4 books can come into this video. So I'm just going to quickly tell you what they are and then get back to my editing. So yeah, so we've got The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappears by Lisa Jewell, Beach Read by Emily Henry, and Orphans of the Sea by Ciela Marie. I don't know. But yeah, this one I got because it's about the Titanic, and I love the Titanic. The Titanic is my favourite film ever. I love the Titanic so much. Anything to do with the Titanic, I will get. I really will get. I love the Titanic so much. So yeah, this has been on my radar for a while now. I have been wanting to get this for a while. I really have. Yeah, this came out last year, so since last year I've been wanting to get it. So I'm quite happy that I've now got this. Emily Henry books I've been wanting since, I think it's called Me and You on Vacation. Yeah, Me and You on Vacation. Since that book, I've been wanting her books. I've been wanting 3 of them books. What is Beach Reads, obviously the book that you saw earlier on, what is Book Lovers, and then also the one that I just mentioned, Me and You on Vacation. I haven't got that one. That is the last book that I need to get by her so far. But yeah, I can't wait to get to this one as well. Like the whole thing about this, like them 2 changing gens to write each other's stories. I just love that so much. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. This one just sounds so good, and I really want to read it. It really does sound good, and I want to know if where it says on the blurb, it says obviously a teenage mum, so it says summer 2017, teenage mum Tiara heads out on a date, leaving her baby son at home with her mother Kim. At 4:30 a.m. Kim awakens to discover that Tiara has not come home. Friends tell her that Tiara was last seen heading to a pool party at a house in the woods nearby Cockheart Place. Tiara never returns. Summer 2018. Walking in the woods behind the school where her boyfriend has just started teaching, Sophie sees a sign nailed to her fence. A sign that says, "Dig here." I want to see where it says, "Dig here," on this sign on the fence. I want to see if there's a body there or not. And I also want to see what happened to the woman. I want to know what happened to the woman the previous year. I want to see what happened to Tiara, or whatever her name is. I want to see what happened to her. I do, so I can't wait to get to this one. This one does sound really good, yeah. And I've heard loads of good things about this one, I have. Same with this one. I've heard loads and loads of good things about the family upstairs as well. I know that this has got a sequel out now as well. What is The Family Remains? And I really want to get to that one as well. I'm definitely going to go out and buy it because it sounds good. It sounds really, really good. Like, I really want it so badly. So yeah, it says 1 house, 2 families, 3 bodies. In a large house in the London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot, well fed and cared for. She is waiting for someone to pick her up. In the kitchen lie 3 corpses. Close to them is a hasty scrawled note. They've been dead for several days. Who has been looking after the baby, and where did they go? I do want to know that as well. Who has been looking after this little baby, and where did they go? And who killed these 3 bodies? Like, who killed these 3 people? Like, I want to know. I want to know. Yeah, I've heard really good things about this one, and I really cannot wait to get to this one. Like, I really, really cannot wait to get to this one as well. So yeah, and I just love this one. It's so shiny. Like, oh, the gold is so shiny. So shiny. I love it. But yeah, they are the extra little 4 books for this book haul video. So yeah, I'm now going to go and continue editing this video, and I will be back. Yeah, and I will probably see you in the next video. Bye. Let's continue. Yeah, they are all my books that I've got. That is all my haul of my books. It's kind of full. But yeah, that is all of the books in this haul for this time, guys. If you did see any books that you think I should get to as soon as possible, please let me know down below in the comments below. And if you not think any of these books I should get to as soon as possible, like I said, let me know down below. And if you like this video, guys, give it a big massive thumbs up, and if you want to see more bookish content from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified. But I will see you in the next one. Bye.